don't usually do this, but I wanted to make a tutorial about some film things. All right, I recently got this awesome camera from Peddler's Market. Came with the case and everything. Look at that, look how flashy that is. Right, leather case. This is a Polaroid Land Camera 2020. All right, Polaroid Land Camera 2020. Super old school camera. All right, super old school, and has everything, has all the old school things like it's a flash gun. It even has it came with these temporary bulbs that you use for the flash, and we'll be using that a little later. We'll see how this works out. So first of all, when I bought the camera, I looked up a lot of different things about how the camera works and what was needed to get the camera to work. So one of the biggest things that I had to do was replace this battery cartridge. All right, the batteries that they had were older and weren't being used well, or excuse me, it was like corroded, and they don't make that battery anymore. So what I did was buy a 3-pack or a 3 battery holder, and it takes AAA batteries, and I just reconfigured it, taped the positive and negative ends to each other, and made it happen that way, and it works. It works. How does it work? How do you know? How do I know it works? I recently bought some film for it, which is ridiculous, right? So that's what this tutorial is about. This tutorial is about the film, but I got some Fuji film. All right, some Fuji FP-100c, and they don't make this anymore, right? Like, this is not a easy pack of film to get. All right, it was about $150 for 2 packs, and on the first pack, I used it as my test series, right? It's like just kind of testing how or what was needed to, get the picture I wanted, right? So I just played around with it. There's 10 shots in the pack. You see all these are just terrible. All these are negatives, or not negatives, but it's just they didn't take good pictures. And this is actually from a Polaroid, so that doesn't count. So I used the Fuji C because I knew that it would work, and I tried to see, what, I wanted to make sure my camera worked, right? So I reconfigured the battery. I bought this ridiculously expensive film, and I made my camera work, right? Made my camera work. But I needed an alternative, right? Because they don't even make this anymore. They don't make these Fuji film C joints anymore. They don't make those anymore. So I had to find an alternative. And a friend of mine told me about Supersense cameras, and or a Supersense film, whatever. I'll tag you, or I'll put the link in the dialogue box so you can find it. But it finally came, and I'm going to see how well it works in the actual camera, in the actual Polaroid Land Camera 220. All right, so we're going to see how well it works. So first, I'm going to open my box. I'm going to get this stuff out. I waited to do this too because I was too excited when I got it, and then I was like, well, let me let some folks in on my experience, right? Let me have them along the ride while I open this. Now, Supersense, it works in the actual camera, in the actual Polaroid Land Camera 220. All right, so we're going to see how well it works. So first, I'm going to open my box. I'm going to get this stuff out. I waited to do this too because I was too excited when I got it, and then I was like, well, let me let some folks in on my experience, right? Let me have them along the ride while I open this. Now, Supersense is based in the UK. When you go to their website, they've got what seems like a very American person giving you a tutorial about how to load the film and so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool. I already watched it, so I think I got a handle on how to load. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a little bit more manual than the other ones. They tape boxes well in the UK, apparently. So, it's all types of cool stuff. This is actually kind of cool in the box, so make sure y'all can see stuff. The box has this, opens up. I guess this is like extra film they use for the stuffing, which is actually pretty cool. This is probably the film that they cut out to use to make the actual print thing. So that's kind of awesome. Clear that little spot. Excuse me, Fuji. Ooh, they give you a nice little card. Feels really good. It says, all analog greetings from Vienna. Oh, it's just a card. Nice little stock card. I like it. Ooh, boom. Boom. Now, for $175, I think is the price, they'll give you 18 shots. You get 18 shots of the OneInstant Film, which I think is better than Fuji's $200 for their 20. But then again, it's all the same, really. This box is like filled with this film, and they don't know, but this is about to be an art project. Like, I'm definitely going to use this film. This excess film. Okay, so this is what I got for $175. It's an art, right? Photography is a whole process, it's a whole art, and sometimes, most times, art costs money, right? So if you want it, you're gonna do it. I wouldn't recommend you buying this for a child or somebody who is going to waste this film and just take shots all, cavalier, kind of all willy-nilly. This is not the film for that, all right? So I'm gonna put my boxes down and let's see if these work or how they work. Now we're inside right now, and this camera is not very inside friendly. I've taken a lot of test shots with it being inside, and I don't know if it's like one of the settings, so I'm gonna try to make the settings so that it kind of comes out good, so we'll see. But first I'm gonna take my front part off. I'm gonna go ahead and get my camera ready just so we can kind of get set. And I'm also gonna go ahead and set the settings so for something that I think would work indoors. It gives you this nice little like guide at the top. So we'll see. But indoors without the flash, they say shutter speed of 3,000. So let's see what that looks like. And I'm still going to put the flash on because I just don't trust it. I just do not trust it. I'm actually going to take a picture of you all, so we'll see. Got my flash bulbs. They don't make these anymore either, so if you find them, hold on to them. These actually came with the camera, so I'm thankful for that. But I also know that I have a limited supply of bulbs, so I need to choose my captures wisely. It just snaps on like that. And then put it in there. All right, and you're set up. Now it's time to enter the actual film. And come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have opened it. Probably should have kept it closed. All right, so let's see how this works. I'm actually going to close this. Isn't that a beautiful camera? I mean, like, how beautiful is that? Oh, it's so sexy. It's sexy. All right, I'm actually going to close this because I know. So to get the film or access the film, you open that. And then it's a cool little film case. Came in this box. I guess this is 2. Feels like 1, 2, 3. It actually feels like 3. cases. Got it. I assume they use this this bag and stuff so that you don't expose your film to light. And there's actually I only want to use one. I don't want to use all of my packs, and I'm trying not to expose it to light. All right. So we take this. Now it doesn't have any instructions per se, and I'm familiar with the Fuji one. And the Fuji one, this part is normally supposed to go in the front. So, or maybe I'm supposed to take this off. Matter of fact, it does not hurt to look at tutorials. One moment. Okay, so I think I loaded it right. We should be good on that end. Now the loading was interesting. It wasn't that difficult. The threading, you got to thread this little part through the roller. Which is kind of straightforward, so it's not that bad. But it says that I'm ready. I'm ready to take my picture. So let's see. Now the tutorial, the guy went outside. Because natural light really just does better for these. That's just what it is. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to adjust my camera. All right, I'm going to make my settings. I did 3000 speed inside. I have no idea what this notch does. All right. It says take out this part. It's not easy to pull this dark slide out. All right, dark slide is out. Film is ready and loaded. Let's see, fingers crossed. I'll try to make sure I'm lined up right again. Okay, I took the picture. I'm gonna go back to the tutorial to see, now that I've taken the picture, what's the process?
So after you've pulled out the photograph, it's a good idea to check the rollers and clean them if necessary. And to be honest, it probably is.
I gotta wait 3 minutes. Okay, so I waited an extra couple of minutes, all right, and now it's time for the pillow part. Let me make sure I'm showing you all what the pillow part is. It's in one instant because it's one picture. All right, so they said, after I've waited my time, that now I can peel apart my picture. Well, I guess it's going to be called, I guess I'm going to name this the Supersense OneInstant Fail, because my picture did not turn out well at all. I'm going to try it again outside a little later. maybe I'll post that video, but all in all, just did not come out as I was hoping. But you all, I'm sure these things take practice, right? It's like, I know these things aren't easy, so maybe we'll just keep trying, and once I get it perfected or something, what is all this jizz? Anyway, once I get it perfected and kind of really working well, I will give you all an update. But for now, that is the first try. So thank you all for tuning in to Spread Love Shops, I guess, or Spread Love Art, whatever. I still love my camera. The Fuji definitely works well. The instant, you'll need to play with it a bit. Only got 18 shots, so let's hope I don't have to play with it too much. Until then, spread love. See you soon.